Muy buenas chavales, hoy os traigo un gameplay de la historia de la 3.6 de Genshin Impact. Os lo dejo porque tengo prisa y me voy. Espero que os guste y nada.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you two been up to? Seems like you've been enjoying yourself. How about you? What are you up to? I'm just looking out for some leads while getting some fresh air. I know that I almost feel like there's still some... Why is that? Don't worry, we'll help you remember. Thank you so much. Oh, it's beautiful. I found it in the sanctuary of Suristana. It's filled with pure elemental power that is it's very likely that it's connected to my foggy memory, but I can't figure out what it is. Traveler, do you have any ideas? You know, Nahida, we just happened to be going on a... Thanks, you two. Don't mention it. Besides, it seems you've got a lot on your mind, and we'd like to help.
Hey, get out! I'm sorry, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Last warning! Get out before I kick you out!
Hang on. I think it's trying to tell us something.
But Great Dendro Archon, it's a monster!
Please. Seems that it wants us to follow it. You can understand? Even though different creatures have varying habits and ways of communicating, I can feel its anxiety and fear. Well, fungi are kinda cute. That's true. Okay, let's go. All right. Although they all look about the same, some fungi are friendly, while others are super aggressive and attack anyone they see. It can't be helped. Perhaps in their eyes, humans are like fierce monsters as well. After all, they can't distinguish which human behaviors are hostile or not, and it'd already be too late for them once humans have drawn their weapons. Hence why they tend to strike first, rather than waiting. That's not too different from how humans think sometimes. That's what I meant by shared emotions. It appears it was in a hurry because of this unconscious fungus. So maybe this fungus wanted to bring Nahida here to... Probably. Although fungi, maybe it noticed me on my way back and thought I'd be able to help. I'll take a look. I should be able to help if it's just a common illness. What is it, Nahida? Strange. Very strange. This fungus didn't develop from a spore. It's an elemental life form. Huh? Yes. Although the fungi you normally see are capable of using elemental powers, they're mere... As for this fungus, it has elemental power flowing through it. Definitely not anything like your typical fungus. Exactly. This is a first even for Nahida. But that's not all. There's a large void within it. The void is stopping the elemental power from flowing normally, which must be why it fainted. So do you think it'll wake up if we can fill the void? Yes, and I just so happen to be good at this sort of thing. My power was compatible. Looks like...
Lord of Dendro. Is it really the Lord? Oh, I can't believe the Lord of Dendro saved me. Thank you, as well as...
It can talk?
Oh, I didn't expect such a strange creature to make a sound.
What? Of course Paimon can talk. Paimon isn't a strange creature!
Hello, Paimon. I am not yet able to evaluate an organism's intelligence from its appearance.
Oh, well, no need to take it seriously. But does Paimon really look so dumb that people might think Paimon doesn't know how to...
You misunderstand, Paimon. A mouth is used for eating, so a creature may not speak, even if it has a mouth. I've never seen a creature like you before. Even if you do possess a number of human traits, it is still very common for...
Did this fungus study at the academia? It seems you're not a fungus, are you?
That's correct. This might be surprising to you, and I'm sure that you must have questions. It might startle my fellow family members if I speak too much using this strain. Me. It says that it's very thankful for your help.
I was confident that I knew of all the creatures in Teyvat, even if there are ones I've never seen with... However, even if I were to lay out the traits of all elemental life forms, what are you? And where did you come from?
I come from an ancient race. We have existed for a very long time. My home was filled with flowing water and great mountains. Until the apocalypse came and changed my home forever. A horrifying power consumed all there was. The seeds of catastrophe nested and grew inside of us. We were victims of the apocalypse. Yet in time...
The apocalypse? I'm not sure what it means either.
It's a long and complicated story. It will...
Don't worry, we'll listen. Please...
I was lucky and managed to survive. Afterward, I left with some of my family and came to Sumer. We came in contact with many species and learned from their cultures and knowledge. We later found out that humans know the power of the apocalypse.
Your home was destroyed by forbidden knowledge? It said that they are looking for a way to save their homeland, but the catastrophe of the desert should have...
The Lord of Dendro is correct. We are not from the desert. I would very much like... That may sound a little odd, as it is very important.
Yes, how could you forget?
I am a life form that was contaminated by the apocalypse.
I get it now. So I'm sorry.
That's okay. Lord of Dendro, there is no need to... And not only did you save me, but you've also already rid the world of the remaining
That's right. The forbidden knowledge is no more.
My home should be safe now. For the longest time, this moment has only seemed like I was unable to fulfill our calling. I never found a way to...
It's not your fault. Every species paid a grave price in the fight against forbidden... You mentioned that there were other survivors, but...
The apocalypse put us through immense pain.
Don't worry, I should be able to find them. I'll leave the rainforest to the Aranara. And as for the city... Oh yeah, they'll give us a hint. Give me a moment. I'll contact them right now. That should do it. It may take some time to find them, so...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. The moment I saw you when I awoke... You might not remember, but this is a prophecy that we deeply believe in.
Ah, I see. But I'm very concerned about your homeland.
Would you all be willing to come with me somewhere as we wait? The more family members that can return home...
But didn't you say that you don't know...
Yes, but I know their end.
Swallow Fury!
There's something that I'm very concerned about. Yes. I didn't mention it just now, but do you remember when they told the elemental power inside the crystal is completely identical to that of... What? Exactly. The prophecy that it mentioned was probably an agreement that I made with an elemental. I had to deal with the forbidden knowledge to save their homeland. That sequence of events would explain the persistent feeling that I had.
Makes sense. Too bad.
Yeah. I've been trying to think of a place that fits the description. Agreed. I really want to send them home.
The road here is a little rough. I'll lead the way.
Don't worry. Paimon can handle any road. Ah! Enemies! You're up, traveler!
Fighting cover fire! With ears of the storm! That's far enough!
Amazing. With such skills, you all would have definitely been able to fight.
Hey! Paimon has been meaning to ask.
No, we didn't. The appearance of our kind will change after communicating with various living organisms. Thus, we gradually took the form of fungi.
It's hard to believe that's even...
The most important instinct any life form possesses is your hand is shaped like that for a reason. The reason why fungi absorb elemental power is to we are dendro life forms, one of the most ancient...
So you mean, if Paimon wanted to?
Not as freely, I'm afraid. You would... Although this is common sense to us, it is still extremely difficult. You cannot make a sprout grow into a giant...
I see. Humans have a term for this.
Ah, you're so smart, Nahida! Paimon gets it now!
Growth. A most beautiful word.
How much farther is it?
We're about halfway there. You're doing great, Paimon. Do you need me to carry you on my back?
Huh? Oh, no! Paimon was just curious! Paimon isn't that tired.
You seem to enjoy taking care of others.
You think so? Does the Lord of Dendro need to be carried?
That would be awkward, wouldn't it? Why don't you fly up and sit on top of my head?
We'll carry you later! We have much...
I think we may have, no matter whether it's tired or not.
Child? You mean the fungi we...
Yes. One was my friend, and the other...
Why can't your kid speak?
Because it's just a fungus. I don't want my presence to change. However, it is slightly different from an ordinary...
Oh, didn't you know? Like...
You have an odd taste.
Huh? Paimon thinks that name...
Strange and cute at the same time.
That's right!
The name I came up with was not as creative as Paimon's. Its name is... I'm sorry, but I've forgotten. Yes, I must remember it before I... Yes, this way. We're almost there.
It's... the withering!
Yes, I have heard humans also call it. It's the last form we take when we are at the end of our life.
It's trying to say that when they've suffered enough and reached the end of their life...
Yes, I would have also suffered the same.
So... this is how the...
Previous research has revealed that forbidden knowledge is the root, but even if forbidden knowledge has been complete, they've been tormented by forbidden knowledge for a long... But what a sad and pitiful end.
When I left my homeland, flowers like these filled the fields. They grew in the pristine lakes, in the fertile soil. They grew everywhere. Until the world suddenly lost all... But it's all right. Our life essence... After an adventurer clears the withering, I will quietly draw near the area.
But that would mean the effects of forbidden knowledge...
It's okay. That's not important anymore. It's not right to leave them to simply perish in the open. Now that we finally have the chance to return home, each one I managed to...
I understand. Just leave it to us. So you're worried about me? It's fine. It's natural to want to be overcautious when dealing with a highly
Paimon doesn't get what you two are... Then let's do this! We've dealt with the Withering countless times.
Everybody stand back! Final warning! Now's your... Let's light it up! Wind rises.
As I expected, it's the last of my... So it wasn't able to make it to the end.
I hope that you will be free of this pain after...
Just thinking about how many elemental life...
It's okay. As long as elemental power still exists, an external form is but a gift of time.
It wouldn't have come to this if we were able to cure them early. But I will cure all of them. Even if it's just for the sake of the rainforest and all the...
Thank you, Lord of Dendro. It was a wise choice for us.
Hold on. I think I got something. Oh, I see. Okay, so, they found a fungus that matches the description I gave.
It must be in a similar situation as I...
Okay, we're close now. It's just a little further inside.
But there are so many fungi here. They're probably all ordinary fungi, right? Yeah, they won't be happy to...
No fighting. These are all... Although we belong to different species, we've spent a long time... They can be reasonable, as long...
What should we do? But you'll need Nahida's power if you want...
I've got an idea. Can you teach me how to...
You want to transform into a fungus?
Nahida is a god! Changing into a fungus should be...
Even gods can't bend the laws of time.
Then we'll have to enter with the risk of being noticed. But if spending some of my power will guarantee the sea...
All right. You have great You will have to use power equal to that which... I will lend you the relevant knowledge that I have.
All right, I'm ready. Changing into a fungus should be quite...
Lord of Dendro, this is nothing to joke about.
As am I.
All right! Let's not get hung up here. If it...
Okay. Good luck, Lord.
Wow! You really turned into a fungus!
It's actually not too bad. My perspective in this form is the unconscious fungus is just below here.
Oh, how do we do that?
I'll get close to them while you make your way over from above. You should be able to identify them using it. Then, all you have to do is repeat the correct answer in your mind.
Okay, got...
Let me lure away the fungi up top and...
All right, good luck, Nahida. Let's go.
fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty vigilant, so... Why is it reacting like that? Uh-oh, the fungus on patrol noticed me. There's a fungus on patrol in the center there. It looks pretty... It seems they didn't notice me. It seems that fungus won't be moving for the moment. This is the spot. There are several fungi here. I'll hide and wait for the traveler to catch up. So this is the one.
Nahida? What's wrong?
I never knew that it was so tiring to change forms like that. I even used the techniques that it taught me.
The power of time accumulates slowly. Thank you for everything you've done. All seems to have gone according to plan.
I apologize. Language.
It's okay, I have good news.
Apocalypse ended?
Yes, unfortunately, I've forgotten where home is.
I remember.
Really? That's great!
Home. Dendro Dragon.
Dendro Dragon. Ah, yes, the Dendro Dragon. I'm sorry, I just got so excited. I've probably never expressed...
Oh, wait a minute. Paimon's confused. Do you mean...
Yes, they're both dragons, but Apep, the Dendro Dragon, has been around, but I don't quite understand.
Because we live inside the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon. Inside. Very...
There is an entire world inside the Dendro Dragon's body. It once told us in a majestic voice. However, that day never came.
Paimon's still confused.
Yes, a very good example. It appears that you're much smaller.
Wait, then if that's the case...
Yes, that is correct. What has suddenly made you look so worried, Lord?
Apep is the most adaptable life form in the world. The forbidden nut, which means that if all the forbidden...
And a big void will also form...
I'm afraid so. It's no wonder I haven't seen Apep for so long. But anyway, Apep disappeared and has been gone. Yes! How could I... If the Dendro Dragon fails to hang on, the Dendro elemental power of that giant trees will completely block out the sun. Plants and humans will fight over oxygen. Sumeru will know...
Hey, what about the crystal?
Yes, I'm sorry. Have you two ever seen anything like this before?
No.
Its power feels very familiar. I'm sorry our memories aren't...
It's okay. I'll contact my helpers just as I did before. I'm counting on you all. Your info is crucial to us now. Let's wait for their reply again. Though I know we...
Thank you. Family bringing fruit.
I explained to them that you aren't hostile.
Go home, thief. Hard decision. Don't know. They are if waiting. And
Don't worry. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were, can you do one last thing for it while we...
Of course. I can really talk. I need to organize my thoughts.
thank you. Thank you. Tend soil. Don't like plants in the
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is...
soil. There. First. I understood that. No need to translate.
Quit following me. The wind rises. Search forth. Providing cover fire.
Very well.
We planted all the seeds.
My lantern.
Lots of flowers! It wasn't kidding, but its dead plants were Whew. That should be all of them. That wasn't...
Yeah, I've calmed down now. But it...
Can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon?
Well, the history of dragons starts... Sumeru was Apep's territory.
Oh, so there was no desert back...
Not at first. That came when a giant spike, in an attempt to adapt to its new environment, Apep...
No wonder those two elemental life forms are...
Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, however, powerless against the power in the sky, conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue. As far as I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, the crystal that I have in my possession is probably...
Behold! Too slow. The wind rises.
Thank you, Lord of... You really like them, don't... Family. Like... Do you not like them? That's not what Paimon meant. Does that matter? Family...
What it's trying to say is that as long as family members... You place importance on appearances, but we do not. These are all things that are more reliable than mere...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Looks can always change, so it wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to recognize... Oh?
Understood. Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able... It appears we are out of leads to follow. It's okay. It isn't your fault. I don't think it's a coincidence that maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to Forbidden, and if that's the case...
The crystal and the apocalypse, Lord of Dendro. Do you still remember?
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member. The rest of the family did not approve of its.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that that's not very likely? The power of Irminsul covers every inch. Did the prophecy say where that fit?
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? What if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any. Follow me. I'll explain it once we.
Fury.
So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by it. Wouldn't it already have become the... There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It has the ability to purify and stabilize power. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here. Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise to... Another strange metaphor.
What the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the...
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and...
Too slow. The wind rises.
It's over there! Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right? Yep! We know what to do! We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion!
Too slow.
Oh, we finally managed.
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light. Wait. Something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't Nahida say it was pure?
Maybe it's because such a long amount of time, although the power of the oozing filth is more... It might have lost its mind after being...
Oh no. But I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance. Traveler. It's okay. I trust your judgment. I was being a little hasty myself. Oh, yeah! You said that the... You want to use its power.
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without full...
Don't understand!
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return it.
It's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, you could try it. I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbidden... Don't overdo it, Traveler. Paimon will be worried.
Dendro.
Yay! Looks like a...
Lord of Dendro. Here and wait. Did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is...
That sounds about right. You once said that the apocalypse will be completely erratic. Even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your...
You and I made the agreement?
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, only the giant spike that fell is the moment I lost. But enough about me.
I understand. And can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for the Lord of Dendro and our people create. The Dendro dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart, and as a result...
Oh, so the heart of oasis...
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus.
What? You used the fire seed to... That's... never mind. It's the fire seed contains a high concentration of... It is not stable in its current form. To prevent...
Since I am its creator, I will take
Alright. Aside from being able to heal the Dendro, in other words, you'll be able to... But you should hurry.
What?
Forget about me.
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've our Lord of Dendro. I thank you for our past has been saved. It's enough for me.
Hey! Wait! It turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? I can still feel it. Please, of all of us.
This is a small ball of light that I left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotion. Do not be sad, my friends.
Because its external form doesn't matter, right?
Yes, because our external form doesn't...
Let's go!
Home. It's not much further.
Rises.
I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way.
We found it. Apep, the Dendro dragon.
I knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human. Leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless sands of the
Apep, we're here to save you.
I do not need saving, especially not by you, Buer. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now.
Let go. For foolish Buer, you will find no gratefulness from me. Even you will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy...
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is...
The truth. I have paid dearly for the truth.
Hey! Don't leave! Careful! Something's coming.
Ah! What is that? Paimon's never seen that before!
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? External form not important.
The composition of their elemental power is
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation. Although a most gruesome and pitiful, they've gradually taken this form in order to survive the...
Is there any way to avoid fighting the...
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here to rest.
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to...
So this is the result of forbidden knowledge.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world?
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them.
Swarm Fury!
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They don't seem They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their years of torment is what turned them into their current state? It seems only the fire seed, but it'll be risky if we use the fire seed again.
Correct. We cannot use...
Everyone goes home. Not just...
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving the... Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power, but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little,
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing to you. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but after all, that giant Dendro...
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro.
Yes!
Thank you. All right, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon.
Whoa. It's shining now.
Endless amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a...
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes.
Yes, finally.
This is the last part. Let's go.
The wind rises. Quit following me. Swarm Fury. The wind rises.
This cave is huge. Could this be where the... Yeah. Who knows what's inside?
Our goal is not only to find the dragon. That will be impossible if we...
But how are we gonna do that?
I'll see what I can do. Apep, I know we don't see eye to eye, and however, we are both born of elemental power. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common
Wonder if the Dendro Dragon...
I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? Please keep everyone safe and send us to the homeland.
Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? Where did...
I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely.
Well, then let's go have a...
Yep, let's go.
Paimon knows that. Let's hurry. He might be just up ahead. What's that?
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is the damage it suffered internal.
Then let's hurry and light it.
All right, hang on.
Wait! The fire seed! What happened?
It shattered. It was even more unstable than...
But why? We barely used it!
I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire... But if I didn't use its power on everyone, and even if that's the case, there's no reason for it...
Unless what?
Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire seed. Which would be when we had first saved the desert.
Oh no. Wait, let's put that aside for a moment. If the fire seed has shattered, wouldn't the... Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Nahida?
Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. Although my elemental power is slightly different, so all I have to do is imitate that power.
You're gonna become...
Yes. It'll take a lot. I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you keep getting...
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits.
But you'll lose everything.
That's all right. None of that matters.
No, wait! There has to be another way.
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once I can still communicate with the world through the forest.
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, he'd definitely... If we knew this was how you were going to take...
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again.
No. Please, no, Nate. The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's... she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
To imagine such growth could be achieved in such
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
yes.
You're dead! Quit following me. Wretched vermin! Behold!
Protecting me with your elemental power. Goodbye. We may never meet again. I will wait for her no matter how long it takes. This is the agreement we made.
Behold! Know your place!
This way, pretty.
Vengeance! Teamwork is... That's gonna...
Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say, you fungi said that your form didn't matter, right?
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into... They will be born once again now that they're...
That's different! Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, Samara will be free from threat. As long as...
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling...
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that be that as it may, my position still... When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my heart.
Heesh! I respect your decision. And with time, before you begin resting, how did you become affected by...
It's a long story. We all once believed the Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from out... An unimaginable war took place into that. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world. But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the sand dunes arose where there was only forest.
But you still didn't give up, did you? Because...
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually obtained this. His ambitions continued to grow. Although I didn't think much of him, the condition was that after his death, at that time, I still harbored. Some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and some died. leaving behind nothing. But for me, I will follow it until...
You really are insane.
When Alachmar's proud kingdom collapsed, however, what I gained was no benefit. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. But even then, I still believe.
So that's how the apocalypse...
I admit that I fell for his trap. Tiny Buer, and the rest of you. How far will a life so dear and precious...
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out! The dragon will need to rest for a very long time before... It's not as ruthless as it was before.
Nobody's in a good mood when they're... Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to be born, each opportunity for growth, perhaps the immense power we real...
Can you really call
Family. Those two fungi might...
Oh, yeah!
Storm Fury.
They're still here! We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. Don't be sad. It said that Newer is its most important fit. That's your name, isn't it? Wow. This is wonderful. They will definitely meet again. Someday.